and welcome back to my channel, Planned with Love. Today I'm going to be filming the setup of my February monthly spread, and I'm going to be using PlannerKate's mini kit 211, and basically I've got a lot here. I've got 4 of the same weeks and a couple of these thin washi and the extra boxes, and also some extra appointment labels. And basically what I found is I was struggling with making decisions. All of her kits are amazing. And every time she came out with the kits, I would sit there for like 3 hours trying to figure out which kits to get. And I was like, this is getting silly, because the point of this is to be more productive, and if I'm spending that much time trying to figure out what kits to buy. So I decided that for now, going forward, what I think I'm going to do is just pick one kit I really like and buy all the weeks in it for the month. So that's what I did. And let's get flipping to February. Basically, when I set up my monthly spreads, here, I'll give you a peek at January's. I only put thin washi. I just keep it simple, and it just really for cost purposes, just to try to save a little money, I just try to cover up that little strip so everything kind of coordinates and keep it simple. So, with that being said, I'm going to take these thin washi strips, actually probably only need one for this, and try to decide which ones I'm going to go with. I'm thinking that I'm going to lean towards these black strips, maybe on the bottom with the dark pink on the top. So that's what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to take my little sticky notes off here. I'll talk about them in a minute. But for now, I'm just going to take them off. Take that out. So, anyways, I apologize for not putting out a video in a really long time. I chalk it up to kind of being that was like, it still is a new endeavor of mine to put out YouTube content. And so I was still learning like a lot of the behind the scenes, like how to edit the videos and how to do certain things, and on top of trying to figure out a good rhythm with filming schedule and all that. And a lot of it takes, a lot of brain energy to try to like figure all that stuff out. It's always decision fatigue, and deciding things. So as I was trying to plug along through that, my dad got very sick. He was in and out of the hospital. And on top of that, it was at a point where my parents were downsizing their house and they were moving. And my mom, so because my dad was in the hospital, my mom was like, relying a lot on me to try to help her with things and everything. So that, which was fine. And that was that. And then on top of that, then we went into March, and like I said, he was still like, this was an ongoing thing in and out of the hospital for a couple months. And so when we came into March, 2 of my kids play lacrosse, and so it came into lacrosse season, and being the newbie that I was, just trying to get a rhythm on things, and then all of that going on top of it all, I couldn't keep up. And by the time things kind of settled down and settled in, it was like 2 weeks before school was ending. And I feel like that's like over too far. Then I started to be like, oh my gosh, there's only like 2 weeks left of school, and all the end of the school activities started to kick in. And on top of the fact that I was still like, didn't really have a good game plan for the summer. So then the summer came, and I thought, okay, well, I'll get through these 2 weeks and then we'll settle in and I can start filming again. And then the summer hit, And I realized that I'm filming this at my dining room / kitchen table. Like I have like this big area, and the kids were home. Do I have to say anything more than that? The kids were home. So I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. And I just trying to figure out where else I could film, that I could set up the camera properly and all that. Speaking of camera, I don't think I'm in frame. So I kind of put it on hold and thinking I would do it in September, and you know, the story goes. So here we are again, the new year, new commitment. Hopefully now that I have a little bit of an idea of what it takes, and I kind of put together a little schedule for myself, hopefully, you know, be able to stick to it. So now that I put my washi in, these sticky notes, what I've been doing is I'm filming on my phone. And normally what I would do if I weren't filming this is I would sit here and I'd look up things on my phone and plug them in. And I don't really use Google Calendar, but I would go to the kids' school website and look up February and see if there's anything that I needed to note, because there's a lot of stuff on there, but it's not always things that I really need to note to myself and put in my planner. So basically I've been using these Erin Condren. I'm using this Erin Condren stylized sticky, I don't know if you can see that, but the stylized sticky notepads. And just so that before I started filming, I sat down and I just did what I would normally do. Like as I was going, I kind of wrote down all the dates that I need to note in here, along with my daughter's gymnastics schedule. So let's just get started here. And I think I'm going to start with the church. I just realized that they don't give you thin black ones. They're all going to be, I like to use these thinner ones for the monthly spread, especially because then I can fit more in a month. Let's see what they got going on these newer kits. They don't have any on it. Okay, so we'll make it work. We're going to probably go back and with just these two colors then, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to put in our church schedule first, because we go to church every Sunday. And my kids' altar serve, I don't have that schedule yet. So basically I'm going to put this in, and typically what I would do is, these stickers, I'm putting them down crooked and it's going to make me crazy. Typically what I would do is we go at the same time every week, the same mass. So I don't write the time in there, but I will take, I guess I'm going to have to use, let's see. So if you see one of these, they have these little asterisks here. I'm probably going to use those. I was using the dots, the circles. If you're familiar with PlannerKate's kits, she's on Etsy. I will, you know, give a link to her shop down below. I'm not an Etsy at the moment, an Etsy affiliate, but I will still link her shop anyway. This way you can purchase them if you want to. But she reformatted her kits for the new year, but her previous kits that I was using had circles. Here, let me see if I could show you in January. And I would just put a dot in the time slots where my kids were serving. But I don't have their schedule yet for altar serving. It probably won't come out for another couple of weeks, because I like to set up my monthly spread. I'm not doing a very good job putting these down straight here. But I like to set up my monthly spread usually like the second week of the month before. So like I'm actually filming this on January, today's the 13th? Yeah, the 13th of January. So, and this way, because if I wait till the end of the month to start to put it together, I start getting more and more dates, and then I don't have a spot to put them. So this way, by setting it up early, as dates come in, this is bothering me that it's crooked, I can just add them in, and I can also see that if we're available or not too for things. So we will put church, and when I get the schedule, I'll just put the asterisks in there so that I note when they are serving and when they aren't, because even though we go and we're going to be there regardless, it's still, when they serve, we like to get there a few minutes early so they have time to get into their albs and get all set up. So I will note that, when I get that schedule. But the next thing that I want to put in here is the kids, my daughter's gymnastics schedule. I think I'm going to do that next. I'm thinking I might use this for Tuesdays. Because I don't think I don't know, could totally mess myself up here, but I don't think that I have a lot of other Tuesday things, and I just want the variety of some more color on here, and I'm hoping it works out. Wednesdays tend to be a jam-packed day, typically, because not only do I have, my daughter has gymnastics on there and my other daughter has CCD, but it also seems to be the day that a lot of things go on at my kids' school, like, I don't know, so we'll put in my daughter's gymnastics. Basically what I do is I just put my kid's initial and then what it is. So that I know who it is, and not that I wouldn't know who was doing gymnastics because I only have one doing gymnastics, but if it was like I do the same format, even if it's like a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment or whatever it is, I just note what kid it's for. I have my daughter has gymnastics, my one daughter, and then my other daughter has CCD, so we're going to put these down for Wednesdays. And this is pretty much right now what I'm doing. Like I said, I like to start from the bottom up, and these are pretty much standard. This is our standard typical weekly schedule of things here. And then this sticky note has kind of days that are varying that I have to add to the mix. So we will see how this goes. And I'm not sure how, because my kids have yeah, she'll still have it. But you know what? Do I keep this? Or do I put this? My daughter does. My older daughter who has CCD, which would probably be the one I would rate on the pink, has no CCD, I just realized. Here. So it's like, I kind of like the pattern, but at the same time, then it would be jumping from one daughter to the next. So what do I do? I guess maybe take this out. Hoping that will work out. I guess I could put that down here. And she does have CCD down here. I'm going to move this up. Hopefully it doesn't cause any conflicts. So this is CCD. And I hope I'm in frame. I'm just realizing that I'm not even like looking to see in my and yeah, so she has CCD, and then we've got gymnastics, and there's not going to be school this week. I know there's not, but that doesn't affect my daughter's gymnastics unless we decide to go do something, which is always a possibility. But basically the way my daughter's gymnastics school works, I don't know if I said this on any of my previous videos because I can't even remember them. It was so long ago. But basically it's almost like a gym membership. I pay a certain amount each month and she can take unlimited classes as long as she qualifies, like she's at that level that she can take the course. So now we're on to Thursdays. I'm going to put these black ones in for my daughter's gymnastics on Thursday just to try to use these up and bring some other color in because I don't think I'll have to worry too much about like I did on Wednesday, like I was saying, with fitting things in, which I still don't know how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Maybe I'll go in. I have my big giant overflowing binder sitting here with like leftover stickers from other kits and stuff, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll go through that and figure something out. But that'll be next, or when I get through this. In gymnastics here, I need to get her Saturday classes in, so I think I'm going to use these big pink ones again because she does go for 2 hours on Saturdays, and I'm going to put them in like that, the bigger ones. And I try to put, she goes from like 11 to 1, so I'm trying to put them up higher in the day because we probably won't do anything before, like I'll do stuff but not scheduled, like appointment-y type stuff typically won't come into play. This week might start getting a little bit busier because lacrosse starts typically the last week in February, the beginning of March is when that starts to kick in, and then my life gets crazy. It's weird. It gets crazy, but it, like, in the evenings. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Oh my gosh. Does anyone feel that way, like with their kids' schedules? And we limit our kids. Like, I call it our natural rhythm, but my husband, like I was mentioning, my in-laws have a farm, and so my husband helps them a lot, and because of that, he has more flexibility in the spring. In the winter, there's nothing, and then he has more flexibility in the spring and summer because it's really just growing season. It's not like the farm itself is not really open, although my brother-in-law does flowers, so he's busy, but my in-laws are it's just the fields and growing all the vegetables and things like that. So he has more flexibility there, but nonetheless, he's still pretty much gone every weekend unless there's a conflict or something where I need help with the kids or whatever. And then we go into the fall, and fall is their busiest season. It's like 8 weeks of insaneness. And so he helps them over there. So way back when my kids were very small, we kind of determined that season was kind of off limits. And it was really by trial and error, because I put my kids in soccer, and it was not pretty. I had my daughter, who's now 10. She was born in September, so I just had her. She was a newborn, and I was schlepping kids to the soccer field. We limited it, and I decided we're not doing fall, because I can't be, there's 4 of them, and I can't be everywhere, and I can't run in 4 different directions, and so I kind of we put the boundary there that we weren't going to do fall sports. I think I have all the activity stuff, the typical day-to-day type stuff. So now I'm going to refer to my list. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I need to get some sticky notes. Hang on. I want to get I want to go get my sticky notes. I know I should have them, but I took them out of my planner. I will be right back. Okay, I have these, which clip into your planner. They're super cute, from Erin Condren, and they just kind of snap in like this and snap out. But I was putting together my budget, and I kind of took these out of the front of my planner just so that I could use them for things, and I didn't put them back. So I'm just trying to figure out which sticker I want to use, because the first thing here is that there's no CCD on the 19th. And I won't put a sticker here per se that says no CCD, but I just kind of want something to make sure that when I'm looking big picture, that I know there's no CCD. I think I'm just gonna maybe use this purple one. Sometimes though, one thing that I found with these, they don't always, the little ones in particular, don't always want to stick good. But I just want to write no CCD, because CCD happens every Wednesday. So it's in my brain, Wednesday's a CCD night. So when I'm looking at the calendar, if I have to schedule things or whatever, I want to just it to pop out that there isn't any that day, so I remember. Now, the next thing is that my kids have a half a day on the 7th. I like to, alright, like I said, I think I'm going to use, I'm going to use this, and now I gotta get scissors, hang on. Basically what I do is I will cut the sticker right along the line, so you're cutting off the actual, that gray edging border, and then I layer it on top of each other. I don't know if you can see. And it kind of makes it smaller so that I could put it up by the number, and it doesn't cover the number. There's your tip of the day. Okay, so that was the 7th, and I think this is the sticker book I was telling you about, that it's overflowing. I bought another little mini binder and some inserts when I was in Walmart the other day, but I just haven't gotten a chance to redo this. But I do know, here they are. I have half-day stickers. So pull out a half-a-day sticker. I'm just gonna stick this over here to the side because I'm sure I'll be reaching for it again. And let's see, I'm going to put it more here. kind of want to move it over a little bit. I want to put it all, I probably didn't even need that gray sticker because, to be honest with you, if it was like a color, it probably would stand out and you'd still see it, like the border a little bit. But I move it over so I can just put that in, because like I said, my younger two are in a different school than my older two. So I want to know which kids have a half a day. So they have a half a day, and they also, I'm going to use this one. It's also the school mass. So I'm going to note that here as well. That it's 9 a.m. mass, because I do like to go to the school masses. Let's see what's next on the list. There's no school for my kiddos. I gotta figure out a way to mark that, and I'm not sure. I'm gonna skip that one. See, this is how this is real life planning. Okay, we are gonna skip that for the moment and skip over the break for a moment. My husband's off too, see? I would want to label no school, and my husband's off. The family pizza night is on the 21st. I'm going to put that in. And yeah, I'm going to put that in. I want to kind of use a cute, here, I think this is what we're going to do here. I think I'm going to use this one to put family pizza night in. I hope I'm not gonna like mess myself up with anything, but by putting such a big sticker in there. But anyway, I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, I don't even know when my camera just turned off, so I apologize for what I didn't show you. But here I am digging through some old stash of stickers because I'm looking for stickers that I can use to mark my planner, like make smaller stickers out of, that would kind of go. And I'm going to use these, they're more like a hot pink color. Slightly different, but I need thin, that's the problem. So, and basically I did this once before for this sticker over here, but I don't know when like my camera cut out, so I basically cut the sticker down. Oops. And I layer it like that, and it makes it a little smaller. There we go. And I will layer it onto one on the 12th, and then another one on the 26th. There we go. So this is going to be box top day, and this is going to be a strong day. Okay, so there's my strong day, there's my box top day. So the only thing still that I haven't put in here is my husband's day off. I think I'm going to do that next, and I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use one of these. I probably should have used one of these for that too, but and then it would have balanced out, but oh well, I'm not redoing that. So I'm going to put his day off there like that. So my husband has off on President's Day. So I'm just going to note that. I feel like it's crooked. Oh well. I'm just going to deal with it. And I'm going to actually go back to this my trusty dusty book, because in that kit that I just pulled that from, that old kit, I probably, yes, I do have a day off, but I'm going to use the light pink because it'll contrast. And day off. I was trying to decide just now if I should shift it over and write my husband's name so I know what it is, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I guess I should remember that that's his day off and not mine, because I don't get one. Moms don't get days off. What I usually do is put little circles, like, see, I'll show you. I put these circles here for paydays, to mark paydays. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get out my circles up here. I really need to reorganize this. Maybe I should do, like, after I reorganize it, I should do a video on it. Sticker organization video. Oh my goodness. Here they are. So let's see. I have to refer back to January to see. Okay, so the 8th and the 22nd, so that means that not the 29th, he gets beat the 5th. Payday is the 5th. And then payday will be the 19th. So I put those in just to mark paydays. I think the last thing I need to do is figure out how I want to mark their school. I think I'm only going to put one, like, strip of washi. I'll move this down a little bit to give me room to put the no school on there. I guess I could always change it if I really need to. These stickies. Just be aware that the smaller sticky, like, I love these. It's filling up, but I think that's because I pulled it off on a couple times. But generally these ones are okay because they have stickiness. These have stickiness all the way down here, and these have a decent amount. These, they probably should just make the whole thing like a sticky note, and they would probably stay on better, because I don't think that they make enough of it sticky. Alright, so now we have that in there. I'm going to go back to the sticker book. And I have somewhere in this disaster, I have no school stickers. Here they are. Again, from PlannerKate. I love her stickers. Love them. I do have a goal though for this year. One of my 2020 goals is to, I have a Cricut, and like, I'm still learning how to use it. So one of my goals is to try to learn how to use it and make my own stickers. Possibly even put an Etsy shop into place. But yeah, see, now they're overlapping each other, which means I have to move it down lower, which kind of annoys me, because I don't want to have to move it down. I don't really want to block off the day, but too much in case we want to do something. Okay. Moving this up because of the family pizza night. There you go. These also are from Erin Condren. They're like little bookmarks, and I like to use them to cut my washi. And also, one of the things I've been using them for lately, being that the page tabs are not on the actual months, I put these in the months so that it's easier to flip back and forth to them. let's see. I think I have all these dates. I just want to put another no school sticker in there. But I have all these dates put in. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I have got all these dates once I put the no school in, and I'm still, I know. Like, I'm still not sure about, like, how I can mark the 2 different school schedule thingies, but in my brain, I know they don't have off. I'm not overly worried about it. I could just, you know what I could do? I know what I could do. I'm going to move this over. I got an idea. I am going to use one of these from this spread, this sticker sheet, one of these little flags. That's what I'm going to do. And I might regret it, but for now, I'm going to do it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to flag it and write NR, because they all have no school here, and then the other ones have school, no school continuing. All right, I got it. There we go. And I'm going to take this off and this off because I don't need those anymore. I'm really getting annoyed with this sticky. You know what I might do? Let's see if this works. Let's see if I take this, because it's the whole sticky part. I think that worked, and I will just repurpose no CCD. Okay, I think that worked. So that is it for my monthly spread. I've tried different things here. I just really don't use it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments how you use your monthly sidebar, because I just haven't found something that really truly works for me. But that is it. Hopefully I will be able to continue on with this little setup and schedule that I've created for myself. So I will put links to the things I used in the description box below in case you're interested. Some of them will be affiliates. I don't have affiliates for everything. Please click the subscribe button, and this way it will help this channel grow and we can grow as a community. Thank you. Bye.